Yo, what up? Native Raider here. First off, happy Memorial Day to you all. This video is dedicated to my buddy I lost in our 2009 deployment in Iraq, Corporal David A. Schaefer. Rest easy, brother. I will see you on the other side. But here is another Titan build for you. This is a PvE Arc Titan build that absolutely annihilates whatever content Bungie throws at us, and it also deals with all champion types, so very versatile and very fun. I also got a few tips when using this build, so make sure you watch to the end. And without further ado, let's get it.
Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.
Starting with our subclass, we are running the Striker Arc Titan. We are running Fist of Havoc 4 or Super 4 abilities. We got Rally Barricade, we got Strafe Lift, we got Thunderclap, and we have Flashbang Grenades. For our aspects, we're running Knockout, where critically wounding a target or breaking their shield infuses your melee attack with arc energy and increases your melee range and damage for a short time. Defeating targets with melee attacks starts health regeneration and makes you amplified. For our second aspect, we are running Touch of Thunder, which makes our Flashbang Grenade emit an additional blinding flash on bounce. Moving over to the fragments, first up we got Spark of Beacons. While you are amplified, your arc special weapon final blows create a blinding explosion. This one is super nice with what weapon we are running with this. And then we have Spark of Discharge, where our arc weapon final blows have a chance to create an ionic trace -10 in strength. Next up we have Spark of Volts. Finishers make you amplified +10 in recovery. And finally, Spark of Brilliance. Defeating a blinded target with precision damage creates a blinding explosion +10 in intellect. Now, onto the weapons. First up, I am running my Rufus's Fury from the Root of Nightmares raid. This is a crafted one. I'm only at level 12 with this, but it being this season with Strand being constantly overcharged and surges, it's just smart to run something like this in that slot. I got target lock and perpetual motion on this one. And then for the big one here, this is the key synergy to this build is Cold Hard. This is what you're going to be using majority of the time. I mean, you're going to almost have 100% uptime on this thing when it comes to ammo conservation. But this is the exotic trace rifle Cold Hard, and if you don't know what this does, it has the exotic intrinsic trait called Cold Fusion. This weapon shoots a steady cold fusion powered arc laser, dealing more damage the longer it remains on target. Very nice. I'm telling you, it is awesome. It also has Longest Winter, which periodically creates ionic traces while in its high damage state. And then for the heavy slot, I am running my Wendigo GL3 Adept. This has explosive light and impulse amplifier with a boss spec on it. Now guys, run whatever you want in this slot, whatever you're comfortable with, but try to make sure that you have explosive light on whatever weapon you are running, because we're going to be picking up orbs and we want to continue to pick them up, and you can't if your finisher's already full and you don't have a weapon with explosive light. So explosive light, definitely the important thing when it comes to this heavy slot. Moving over to armor, first up in the helmet slot, we're running our exotic Eternal Warrior. This one recently got buffed and it has the exotic armor perk called Resolute. Arc final blows grant escalating damage bonus with arc weapons, gain an overshield when activating Fist of Havoc, and gain the highest tier damage bonus to arc weapons when your Fist of Havoc super ends. And as far as mods go on Eternal Warrior, I'm running dual current Siphon, where rapid arc and strand weapon final blows create an orb of power, and then we got a special ammo finder as well. For our arms, we're running melee kickstart. When your melee energy is fully expended, you gain melee energy. Additionally, your armor charge is consumed and you gain an additional melee energy for each stack. And we also have heavy-handed, where our powered melee final blows create orbs of power. And to the chest armor, we have harmonic reserves, increase the amount of ammo you carry for arc weapons. Since we are running arc, it is harmonic and it costs a little less. And we also have charged up, increase the maximum number of stacks of armor charge you can carry by 1. For the legs, we have stacks on stacks. Picking up an orb of power grants you 1 additional stack of armor charge. We also have arc weapon surge. Your arc weapons gain a small bonus to damage while you have any armor charge. Your armor charge now decays over time. And then arc scavenger. Arc weapons get bonus reserves when picking up ammo used by that weapon. And then finally, to our mark, we have outreach, reducing the melee cooldown when using your class ability. We have special finisher. Finisher generates special ammo for your whole fire team. And time dilation. Your decaying armor charge has a longer duration. And over to the artifact, there is some mods in here that definitely just synergize so well with this build. Starting with this first column, we got anti-barrier auto rifle that allows our Rufus's Fury to sit there and deal with those barrier champs. We also have overload trace rifle for Cold Heart and the overload champs. And then in the second column, we got authorized mods arc, reducing the cost for our armor mods that are arc. And we have Technicolor Siphon as well in this column. It grants access to helmet armor mods that combine the effects of strand and arc, so it is absolutely perfect for this build. For the third column, we have electric armor. Stay amplified longer while your arc subclass is equipped. We have thunderous retort as well in this column. Grants bonus arc super damage if cast while critically wounded or while amplified. Lasts until the end of super activation. For the fourth column, we're running counter charge, gain a stack of armor charge when you stun a champion. We also have amped up, gain damage resistance while amplified. Alright, and for the final column here, we have shock and awe, which is an absolutely stunning perk. Arc final blows while you are amplified. Summon a burst of lightning that damages and jolts targets. You also want to be running lightning strikes twice. After throwing an arc grenade, gain increased grenade recharge for a short time. Arc final blows extend the duration of this benefit. And those are the mods that you definitely want to run. You can add anything else that you may need, but those are the important ones. Alright, now for the tips that I promised. First up, use Cold Heart as much as possible, because with this build, you don't really have to worry about conserving your special ammo. We have Special Ammo Finder, we have Arc Reserves, we have Arc Scavenger, and if you really start to get low, no worries, just use your finisher and generate ammo for you and your fire team. Now, obviously this does require, armor charges, but with the Siphon mods and heavy-handed, that really shouldn't be a problem at all. You should have orbs everywhere. You create a lot of orbs with this one. Next up, the synergy that you get with this build is absolutely amazing. Cold Heart final blows while you're amplified will cause blinding explosion, and then defeating a blinded target will create another blinding explosion. This is all thanks to Spark of Brilliance and Spark of Beacons. So enjoy the blinding craziness. On top of that, not only are you going to create all those blinding explosions, but you'll also summon a burst of lightning and jolt targets with that shock and awe artifact perk. And lastly, like I said at the beginning of this video, you can deal with all champ types. Use Rufus's Fury for barrier champs, use Cold Heart for the overload champs, and use our Flashbang Grenade for unstoppable champions. Alright, well, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you watching to the end, and I am so close to that 1,000 subscriber milestone, so if you found value in this video, a like and a sub will definitely help your boy out. I hope you have a fantastic Memorial Day, and I'll see you on the next one.